What started out as a bright and sunny day would quickly take a horrific turn for both the Martin family as well as several of the residents that lived in the small town of Central City. I'm Sir Creepsta, and welcome to True and Amazing Tales from the Hood. As the sun was starting to set, Junior looked at the sky and quickly noticed just how dark it was starting to get northwest of the city. Through the sudden darkness, Junior spotted what appeared to be not one, but three large funnel clouds that seemed to be on the ground, with large objects sticking out the side of each one of them as they quickly headed his way. Terrified at what he was seeing transform right before his very eyes, Junior ran into the house to inform the rest of the family of the horror that was happening right outside their home. But before he could spit out a single word to his father and the rest of the family, the house began to rattle from the blunt force winds of the three tornadoes. This prompted his father to shout out at the rest of the family, tell them all to head downstairs to the basement and all take shelter. As the sound of destruction he heard from the basement, Junior ran to a small window located in the southwest corner of the basement to get a closer look at what was happening outside his home. And to his shock, the patch of woods located about a half a mile from his home were being plummeted as debris was thrown everywhere right before his very eyes by the three mighty tornadoes. Unable to see all that was happening outside from the small basement window, Junior struck out running back upstairs into the back living room to continue to watch the devastation that was happening outside his home. Then, out of nowhere, Junior spotted what appeared to be a home flying through the air and quickly heading in the direction of his home. Junior closed his eyes, preparing himself for the impact that was about to happen. But by an act of God, the house landed about 30 feet from his home, hitting the ground so hard that it caused a large crater to form in his yard. By now, the rest of the family had come upstairs to check on Junior. What they would witness leave them terrified for the rest of their lives. They all stared through the window of the living room. What had started out as three tornadoes, who seemed to come together, forming one large black mass of what appeared to be debris and tree limbs. And then the horror began. Right before their very eyes, the family watched as the house that had rested beside theirs fell down into the large crater created by the impact when it fell to the ground. Then emerging from the large black mass, what was thought to have been a large tree branches, were several large bat-like creatures with glowing yellow eyes that could only be perceived as being demons. As the family watched in fear, not knowing what was going to happen next, bat-like demons, one by one, jumped into the large crater, with the last one looking Junior right in his yellow eyes, with a skirmish grin on his face before he jumped. Then the ground started to rumble, and the house shook as the crater filled itself back in, leaving not a trace of what they all had witnessed right before their very eyes. Then there was a moment of silence throughout the home of Junior as he leaned up, took in a deep breath, rubbed his eyes, realizing that all that had happened was only a dream. I'm Sir Creepsta, and until next time, stay terrified.